God. I thought people said teachers are always talking. How come we're not talking? Please engage in the chat room. We can't unmute everybody so everybody's talking at once, but you can. Okay. Someone said Mr. Judge. Gengel. I like it. Anybody else? Judge Agwed. Okay, everybody thinks it's Mr. Judge. Anybody else with another opinion? Any other opinion? I am waiting. I am waiting. Oh, okay, someone said I inspire other careers. Wow. Yes, I love it. That's some level of pride. Yeah. We inspire every other person, really. Everybody goes through us. And that person said, Mr. Judge. Okay. So this person that I'm about to bring, okay, someone said Okuchwali. This person that I'm about to bring um up the podium is someone who is a firelighter. I call him a firelighter. I call him a fire starter. It is impossible to meet with him and remain the same. It is impossible to meet with him and your life will not transform for the better. I met him in the year 2024, if I'm not mistaken. That's 24 or 23. And I can categorically say that he has impacted me ways beyond even my imagination. He has impacted me in ways beyond my thinking. And I can say that my life has not remained the same since I met him. He is an educational consultant. He is a serial edupreneur. And when it comes to transformation in education, he's that person that growing your school significantly. He's the one you are, and there's nobody who loves teachers more than him. I'm talking about no other person but Mr. Wale Adejuyigbe, aka Coach Wale. Please let me see our reactions.
Let me hear from you. Progress. I will really want to hear from you. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I can see thank you. Good evening. Yes. Oh, fantastic. Beautiful. Thank you. All this love emoji just for me alone. Oh my God. Wow. Good evening, amazing educators. I really want to say thank you to my sister that's from another mother. Oh yes. Thank you so much, Mrs. Babs. You are just a very amazing person. You are an amazing person that any human being is blessed to meet. and you such have a lovely family. Thank you. I want to use this opportunity to also appreciate the Babalola family. Oh yes, I'm very sure. I'm very sure you will extend my greetings to your husband and to the beautiful children. Thank you so much. And I want to really say that, I want to appreciate everyone in this meeting today. I can tell you something. This is going to make a whole lot of difference for you as a person. There are days and there are days. I believe that today is one of those days. I believe and I know that. Just follow me carefully, and then the second person that is coming after me is going to, so my own, I'm going to raise you to maybe level 10, and that one is coming to come and raise you to level 100. It's going to take you from 10 to 100. So my is just to kickstart something. That one is going to come like this and just going to blow your mind off. All right, so I'm really so privileged to be doing this with Mrs. Babs, and I really love the fact that the number keeps growing here. Educators, our position is in the front. I am telling you that I know it and I know it well. I believe that there is no time to be a teacher than now. If you were a teacher in 1984, apologies, I'm not trying to rub it on your face. If you were a teacher in year 2000, apologies, I'm not trying to rub it on your face. If you are a teacher in 2024, 2025, 2026, God had you in mind. God had you in mind, sincerely speaking. There is no better time. You see, in no time, I know something than I know my name. A lot of people will actually want to go into teaching, because the knowledge economy, the even the academic opportunities is so huge. It's so huge. So please don't let anybody deceive you that, oh, what I have is just I'm a teacher, and somebody looks at you and said, a teacher, how much does a teacher make? They don't know what is going on yet until it begins to get to them. And I believe that this meeting this evening is one of the many, 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 many conversations that we are going to have that is going to take us where we are going. I believe that. That's why I do myself the privilege to plug into any program that actually involves educators' conversation around this, around future career building, career in this teaching, because I know what is coming. I have seen it personally. I have handled it. I know what is coming. I tell you the truth. I know what is coming. So please, I need you to brace yourself. It's not just the fact that I just want to know something that will make me, just leave the classroom, just leave this small salary that they are paying me. No, that's not what you want to. That's not what you want. A lot of people are doing online teaching, and honestly speaking, they still don't break yet. They still don't get things. Why? Because you see, if we talk about monetizing, money actually has a lot to do with mindset. It has a lot to do with mindset, not necessarily what you do, but who you are. It has a lot to do with who you are. That's why I always advise teachers, please have an open mind. The first thing that I believe that you need to do when you are taking up your career, when you are taking it serious and you want to get the best out of it, is to make sure that you first work on your identity. You work on your identity as a person. But I'm not going into that angle today. Allow me to stay on the foundation that Mr. George, my brother, is going to come and build on. I want to speak on educators brand building. I want to speak on this. Your ability to build your brand. I know some people, this might be the first time that you are going to be hearing this, because what you know as a brand, or the people you can call a brand, are possibly celebrities or organizations. But I need you to understand that right now there's something called educator's brand. Oh, yes. If you are a teacher, I believe that one of the things that is going to really help you, one of the things that is going to take you up there is your brand. And what do I mean? From this my subtitle, I call it designing and shaping, designing perception, shaping preference, designing perception. As a teacher, how do I tell you that you are a designer? How do I say it? I've been looking for how to say it, really, honestly speaking. You are a designer. I didn't say you are designing your lesson plan. No, that's not what I'm asking you to do. I didn't say you are designing worksheets. That's not what I'm asking you to do. Possibly, Mr. George is going to come and tell you how to design all those things. I am talking to you about how to design perception. How people perceive you determines how they prefer you. Nobody that is preferred is got preferred based on skill alone. If you are going to be preferred, I need you to understand it is going to be based on how you are perceived. How you are perceived. Preference means that you are singled out of many people. There are 10 teachers and somebody wants to choose someone to come and render service for maybe our children or his children or even physically. How do they pick you? Oh, yes. And I know what I'm saying. It's my living experience. I experience it on a daily basis. So I'm not speaking from maybe what I have read. I'm speaking with you right now based on what I have used, and it has worked immensely. In 2023, I can recall this one very well because it's very, very striking. Ogun State National Association of Proprietors of Schools, Ogun State chapter, they were going to do what they call their annual general meeting. The annual general meeting is what they do on a yearly basis that brings up virtually all schools together, all the schools, and then they bring them together. It's always a massive event. And they were planning who to be the speaker of the day. So the way they do it, they have a speaker for that event. And it has always been professors. They go into Tertiary University of Education, they go to Federal University of Agriculture, they go to Unilag to get a professor to come and speak to all, all the proprietors in Ogun State. And then there were 4 names on the table. There were 4 professors on the table that they were considering. And then one of the committee for that AGM just brought my name and said, I don't know, there is one Coach Wale. I said, I don't know if we can consider him. The first question on that table was, what is his qualification? Because right now, we have 4 people that we are considering. All of them are professors. We want people of high qualification to come and speak to us. You know the caliber of this program. I'm talking 2023 June, if I'm not mistaken. And the guy said, and he just sent us something today. I don't know if I can share it on the platform. Maybe we can all look at it together. That happened to be a YouTube video that I did, and I took the link and I shared it just on my platform. Somebody took it from my platform and sent it on another platform. That is where one of the committee members saw it, and then he sent it on the committee group. When they played it, the chairman of the committee said, what he's saying now, I think he should come and tell us in that AGM. In fact, as a matter of fact, turn the theme of the AGM to the title of this thing we are listening to. I'm telling you what happened in 2023. He said, turn what he's saying right now to the title of what we are going to be discussing. So that was how my 4-minute video, that was how it became the title and the theme of the AGM. And guess the face of the speaker of that AGM? It's me, Coach Wale. They left all the professors and they came to meet me. And the amazing thing, they did not even ask for my qualification. But you know what? I was able to design something that can make me to be perceived better. So while I was doing that, I shaped my own preference. We have left the time where people that don't have qualification are going to be, you don't have qualification, you don't have this, you don't have, and that is what a lot of teachers use as excuses. You just see a lot of teachers excusing themselves and said, oh, I did not go to this school, I did not go to this one. No, you need to understand that right now, we are now shaping preference. The way you are viewed, the way you are perceived, the way people see you determine if they will prefer you. Not necessarily first about your skill, and I'm not playing down on skill. Your skill is very important. But you have to understand that as you are mastering skill, as you are mastering ability to teach, as you are mastering online platform, you must master perception. Because by the time you get your skill on board, it is the perception that determines who accepts you. If people accept me more than you, nobody knows if you know more than me. Nobody cares, I tell you. This is not the time. You need to understand that. So let's start. Let's start this way. Let's start, everybody, so that I know that I have time. Time is always a factor for me as a person. So let's start this way. I want to start with a very simple case study, analogy. It's just an analogy that I want to give you. I want to present to you this very fantastic teacher, a very fantastic teacher. I tell you, you are going to like this. Look at something. This woman, this teacher, I call her Mrs. Idonte. If you like, you can say Idonte. Well, but the name of this teacher that I present to you is called Mrs. Idon. Now, Mrs. Idonte has some very, very fantastic characteristics. Number one, she's a brilliant and compliant teacher. Very brilliant, highly cerebral. She knows her onion. She knows the subject and she does it. And then it's not only that, she's compliant. In the school that she's teaching, if she comes early, she will do everything. The rules and regulation, the code of conduct, everything is intact. Another thing is that she has produced excellent student results. She has produced good students. Our product have excellent results. Very, very critical. Another thing about her is that during the course of, all the things, she developed creative teaching methodologies. She has these creative teaching methods that makes the students like her. Hence, they are interested in her subjects and then they pass. You see that? She also mentored young teachers. Fantastic. While new teachers are coming on board, Mrs. Idonte always mentor them. She mentor them, tell them, oh, this is how to do in the school, this is how to teach, this is how to do a lot. And then she has led successful projects in the school that she taught. She had led some very fantastic, mouth-watering projects in the school. I don't know if anybody knows a teacher like this that has this kind of characteristics. Do you know teachers that has this kind of characteristics? Anybody, please? I just want you to go to the chat section and let me know. Do you know anybody like that? Oh, maybe somebody says, oh, I think I know someone like that. I think I know. Anybody, let me hear from you. Let me hear from you. Yes. Oh, fantastic. Somebody said, yes, in my former place of work. Beautiful. Mrs. Babs, somebody said that is you. Fantastic. Yes, that person is myself. Yes. Somebody mentioned Mrs. Babs, so fantastic. Oh, she was a biology teacher and was a co-padre. Fantastic. Good. I love that. I am the one. Fantastic. Beautiful. You see, she has these characteristics, but let me shock you. There are some other things about her. Mrs. Idonte, in her 18 years of teaching, she has spent 18 years teaching. Look at some things. She never documented her work and results. Even though she was, presenting producing students with excellent results, which I believe is not a fluke. Any teacher that has the capacity to produce excellent results in students is not, that teacher is not doing trial and error. So when there is no documents, when there is nothing, no literature to document the system that makes him or her produce excellent result on a consistent basis, something is wrong. Follow me carefully. She never shared insights online. Despite all those characteristics, you can't hear anything from her online. And then you have people that have not been in four walls of the classroom before, sharing insights day to day, dropping something on the Instagram page. Who do you think I'm going to call? No. If you are the one in my shoe, who do you think I'm going to talk to? I am telling you, you guess right. You are guessing right. Despite all the things that you see about her, she never shared insights online. Let's go. She never wrote articles or books. Not one. Not one. You see, despite all those things, no article. You know, I can't go on LinkedIn and check her out and see anything. LinkedIn account, she no get. Facebook account, she has, but the last posts was 2023. And other posts that followed were tag posts. Post of a woman that wore jalamia, post of somebody that is selling some of this ABBA concussion. That is what came up on the page of a teacher that produced excellent students consistently. What showed up on Facebook page of a teacher that have creative teaching methodology is somebody that is selling ABBA concussion. Not her, but she was tagged. And you know, on Facebook, once they tag you, it will show in your God Almighty. She never spoke or attended events, either virtual or physical, not one. So as I'm talking to you right now, I finished the training today. I had a training session, and I had 38 participants showed up. My life is events. Because we see this thing until it gets to you to understand that this is how we grow. This is how we build our brand. The more the number of people that you are able to bring together, that you are able to attend events with together. And when you attend events, you don't keep quiet. No, you are meeting people, you are networking. Because another thing about Mrs. Idonte is that she never built networks. No network. You know, she's supposed to be the one that they call Mama No Network or Madam No Network. No, not the one that they say, oh, network. Because your net worth is your network. The things you have, you see, to the grade of your possession as a teacher is to the grade of the people that you know. There was a day I was in a school and I asked the teachers, I said, all of you combined together, list for me the number of friends that you have outside this school. Tell me the number. And you know, nobody, amidst all of them over there, nobody could give me 5 names. I say, I'm not talking about your siblings. I'm talking about your friends. Because let me make you understand, no matter what you know, it is still people that will transfer what you know to what you have. It is people. The bridge between what you know and what you have is people. What will bring out monetary value, what will bring out possession from what you know is a product of the people. And the more people you know, the more what you have is going to increase. My own job is to make sure that to take your attention, to fix it on timeless principles that does not pay attention to either you are a teacher or you are an engineer or you are a real estate person, or you need to understand these timeless principles. Because a lot of teachers think that if I teach more, I will have more. I need you to understand this today. You can be an online teacher and still be broke. when you check the trajectory of people that have been able to move past the normal level, normal line, normal story that teachers used to have, you will see that there are certain principles that governs them, that they have used, that help them. However, allow me to take you somewhere. Look at Mrs. Idonte, but I want to introduce you to another person. There is another person I want to introduce you to. Her name is Mrs. JJC. Mrs. JJC on the other side, on the other hand, in the same school, I'm using the school as a scenario now. Look at it. She shared classroom activities during staff meeting and online. The things that she do in the class as classroom activities. So you are a science teacher, but I've never gone through your page and I will see a science experiment being conducted just to let me know that, yes, you are a science teacher. Oh, yes, we should have that. You see, she wrote short educational reflections on Twitter and on LinkedIn. Very powerful place. Educational reflections. Oh, yes. What are the things that you have noticed lately in education? For some of the articles that you have read, what are your own inference? What can you infer from what you have read? What can you infer from what you have exposed yourself to? And then she took it and put it on LinkedIn, put it on Twitter. Look at this. She created useful resources and worksheets. She connected with education communities. You see, very important, very, 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 very important, aspect and very important things. She connected with education communities. What happened? What is the implication? You see, Mrs. JJC, you can call her Jolly Just Come. Yes, now you sabi anything you want to call her. Mrs. JJC in 6 months, just 6 months, because of some of the things. Don't forget, Mrs. Idonte had how many years? 18 years. Oh yes, for you to understand that this thing has nothing to do with your years of experience. In 6 months, the school that she was teaching made her the public relationship officer of the school. The school that she was teaching, she was made the PRO. You can imagine. Secondly, one of the board of directors spoke about her extensively at the board meeting and recommended her. You can imagine. One of the board of directors read about her posts, saw her somewhere, and then she just decided and said, oh my God, this person, I recommend her. It didn't stop there. People assumed she was more competent than other teachers. Because let me make you understand something. It is perception that determines preference. It is perception that determines preference. Perception determines preference. Oh, Coach Wale, how can I get to a place and I'm the one that they are going to prefer? How can I get to a place and I'm the one that they are going to choose? How do I apply for something and I'm the one that they are going to pick? Then design your perception. Design. Some of you need personal websites and you are going to put it. Some of you need your page to be, you need to make sure that your perception channels are alive. Because someone is going to ask, how do I design perception? How can I make myself the preferred at any point? Hey, you must make sure that your perception channels, the social media channels, YouTube channels, WhatsApp status, Instagram feeds, Facebook stories, Instagram stories, TikTok live, Facebook live, all those things are perception channels. Oh, yes. You must make sure they are alive. If they are not alive, you are not alive. I'm sorry. I get to some point where I yab people. I'm sorry. If those perception channels are not alive, I am telling you the truth, because there are so many. I'm sorry to say this. Jesus Christ said, let the dead bury the dead. That means some people are alive, but they are dead. Why? Because we don't know them. Oh, yes. We don't know them. You must make up your mind that you'll be alive. How can you, how will you Google, how will I Google your name and Google will not bring something? No, Google your name. I was being introduced to a new school in Abuja, and the principal, while they were introducing me, the principal I noticed that the principal was on his phone, and he just went on Google and typed Coach Wale Adejuigbe. All the pictures, everything. I had not finished talking when he said, oh, I've seen you, sir. You were even recognized as one of the top 50 schools. I said, wow, where did you get that one from? He said, oh my God, you have a very lovely wife. Oh my God, you have this, you have that. You know what? All of a sudden, his perception of me changed in a twinkle of an eye, just by Googling, just by going on Google, not on my website. He went on Google and he saw things. He said, no. This one is not a misroad. This one is authentic. You see, people assume that is a standard of any human being. People assume. It's God that looks inside. People look outward and add to the assumption. Your job is to make their assumption to your favor. That's your job. Your job is to make people's assumption. You cannot change assumption in people. You can't change people from assuming. I don't care the level. If you have any product, if you have any service, you're an English teacher and you're online teacher and you teach English language, I need you to understand anybody that is going to engage your service, the person will assume. Your job is to shape the assumption to your advantage. So when you don't have anywhere, when you don't have a channel where people their perception of you can go up, that means there's a problem. That means there's a problem. Please, I hope you are getting something. If you are getting something, if you are following me, let me hear from you. I'm following you, Coach Wale. Just go to the chat and tell me, I'm following you, Coach Wale. I'm following you. I'm following you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm a very responsive speaker. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Wow, this platform is hot this evening. Fantastic. I love that. I love this. I love this. Wow, I'm following you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. You know what happened? Because of what Mrs. JJC used to do, you are carrying me rich there. Interpret to Yoruba. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When I see my people, I understand. You know what happened? Global leadership and publishing opportunities followed. Opportunity follow people that are outside, follow people that are relating, follow people that are engaging. Oh my God. Let me make you understand. In this new age and time, nobody pray for opportunities. We design our opportunities. Opportunities are not wished for. Opportunities are not hoped for. Opportunities are now designed. The quality and the quantity of opportunity that will be available to you is in the quantity and the quality of your design. You design and manufacture your own opportunity. Because if you don't do that, I tell you the truth, global opportunities, leadership opportunities, publishing opportunities, every educator right now must seek to hold these three compartments. You must feel it. Oh yes, you must feel these three compartments. When we talk about publishing, you are there. Your book is either on Amazon, your book is not even on Amazon, at least have a seller account. Seller, SELAR. Yes, your book should be somewhere there. That if somebody wants to buy, they can buy without your involvement. And then in your CV or resume, you have to let people know that yes, you are an author. And if they want to get it, they can get you on seller. Oh yes. You have published so books. When I stand to speak to school owners right now, because you know me, I'm a consultant. Oh yes, I'm a consultant. I can tell you that. When I stand to speak to school owners, I know school owners are my first client. I tell them I have published 12 books on school management. I have. I've done that. I made it a point of duty. Every year of my experience, I publish a book. It's been 12 years of me working with different schools, and I have 12 books published, still selling online and physical. You know, you must understand, when I put you in publishing, you are there. When I put you in leadership, let me tell you, nobody gets to the top. Everybody is brought to the top. No one gets to the top. Oh, the way I'm climbing this ladder, one day, I will get to the top. You are deceiving yourself. Everybody is brought to the top. Somebody will bring you. There is a point where the ceiling stops when your effort is the only thing taking you. There is a point where that ceiling is like a ceiling, either in civil service or in private service or in teaching service, anywhere. Go and check. To become permanent secretary is an appointment. It is not a proof. It is not a product of your years of labor. You are appointed. How does a president emerge? He is elected. You know, those words you need to understand those words. Appointment, election, those words are not words that matters to teachers, and it pains me a lot. You have to understand that to get to the top of your career, you will be brought. Somebody will take you by hand and said, I have followed you for 2 years and I see something. Oh yes, but for you to be brought to the top, you have to shape and design that your opportunity. You have to shape your perception. The person has to see you and said, oh my God, where have you been? How come you are like, how come you are this? How come you are this? You need to understand. Yes, thank you very much. Somebody said recommendation. Those things matters. You know, some people are just there at the back and they just feel it's because I'm a teacher. No, that's not true. That's not true. It's because you are neglecting and you are ignoring certain principles. If you pay attention to those principles, I promise you, you are going to be spinning. You are going to be on fire. If there's anything like that. Show me your CV. I will show you why you are not being recommended. Show me your resume. I will show you. I will show you things that is not there, things that are not catching the attention of people that will have referred you, that will have recommended you, that will have appointed you, that will have elected you. To be preferred is not a product of, you see, let me tell you, favor as a factor. Favor as a factor to it. And this is what I'm trying to let everybody hear. This is what I'm trying to let you understand. That teachers have been at the backside for a long time, but when you check it, there is nothing that some teachers have outside the classroom. Who are the people that you are teaching? They are not even people that can talk about you. They are not even people that can recommend you. It is time to put yourself there. And if you have taught in classes for some time, for more than 6 or 7 years, there is this temptation where you want to remain in the class. You don't see the need for you to put yourself out there. We find you on Facebook, you are not there. We find you on LinkedIn, you are not there. We find you on Instagram, you are not there. TikTok, you don't even have an account. Talk less of having to post. You see, you need something. You need something. Very, very important. So let's go. There are 2 lessons that I want to talk about. I know my time is up. Please, Mrs. Babs, where are you? Mrs. Babs, where are you? Where are you?
Watching you on 3D, sir.
Okay. There are 2 lessons that I want to take from what I took you through. Oh, yes. There are 2 lessons I want to take you. Number 1 is that competence hidden is often ignored. You can be very good. If you are hidden, people will ignore you. Don't joke about this. So if you are competent, you have done 50% of the job. The next job is how to position yourself. Because if competence is the only thing you have, let me tell you what happened. The incompetent people will take the job and give you a slice of the job. Because I can tell you, the person that can't do what you can do, but is out there, that is shaping perception, that is shaping preferences, will be given the contracts, and then it will trickle down to you. In 2014, that's why when I speak to teachers like this, I take some of these things personal because I've experienced it. I have seriously experienced it. When I was trying to connect to schools, and I was trying to connect, I was trying to get a lot of schools, and then I couldn't get it. Then there is this guy. I just connected with him, and the guy was a publisher. And then the man just told me, he said, "Oh, I like you. I like your spirit. I like everything. You see, Wale, I want to be doing these Saturday trainings, and I want you to be the facilitator. Is that okay?" And I was still talking to him that, "Please, can you recommend me to school?" He just said, "I think the fastest way is that let me be organizing those trainings. I know that some of them will want to come. Let me just be organizing the training." And can I tell you what happened? Bam! I jumped at it. I was very happy. Why? Because I didn't know anybody. But he is a publisher. He has been dealing with all the school owners for a very long time. I said, wow, what a fantastic, I can't forget. We had the first training and 17 school owners attended this training. The man immediately introduced me. Guess where the man left? The man left and went to eat, took his wife out. I was there speaking. I was sweating. The man has collected all the money. I was sweating. As I was teaching, the people were saying, wow, wow. From beginning to the end, I engaged everybody. I had schools that had my number, and then, there was follow-up. But the man had them in his hand. His phone numbers, he has a list of all the schools, like 200 or 500 people that he market his books to. So he just did the training, they paid to his account, and everything was good. On Monday, when I saw him, I said, where is my own cut? He said, let us agree. You see, this thing, I'm going to make it like 15% of whatever we have is yours. I said, 15%. I'm the one that facilitated from beginning to the end. And he said, no problem. Then you can go and get them. If you know how to get them, go and get them. I worked with the man for 6 or 7 months of training. But you know what? I understand where the man is coming from. I am competent, but I was hidden. I am competent, but I was hidden. See, let me tell you, that is the blessing of social media. God has given us social media so that nobody, as it's happening in entertainment, it is happening in every sector now. Godfatherism, as we know it, is about to be a thing of the past. That if I'm not the one, you cannot have access. That's a lie. So if you are competent, you have to be hidden because of time. Number two, the second brand lesson that I got from Mrs. Idonte and Mrs. JJC. The second one is that visibility amplifies value. Visibility amplifies value. If we don't know you, your value will be taken cheaply. If you are not visible, let me tell you, if you are not visible, what you will do for 800,000, you can do it for just 50,000. But when you are visible, don't forget, perception, the concept of pricing is perception. What some people do for 1 million is what some people do for 80,000 naira. The difference between the two is perception. One is perceived to say, for this person to come, oh my God. Visibility amplifies value. I want to ask everybody here, look at these 3 pictures on my slide. These 3 pictures, which one, are they the same? That's my first question. I think I have the question also. Yes. Are these people, are they the same? Answers. No, fantastic. No, beautiful. Oh yes, I'm getting a lot of no's now. Yes, beautiful. No. Now, They are not the same. Think about it. They are not the same. You are very right. Which of these three are you likely going to pick from? If I ask you to choose one, who are you going to pick? Mrs. Black, Mrs. White, Mrs. Orange. Somebody wants to pick Mrs. White because God is white and devil is black. Anyway, let me see the one you are going to pick. Oh, yes. People are flooding me now. Colorful, the one with vibrant colors. The first one, the first. Colorful, color. Mrs. Color. Can you see? You did choose Mrs. White. The Christians here. Let me make you understand that is what we call visibility. Because the first thing that gets your attention is the visibility of that Mrs. Color. You see that? You see that? Ask yourself this question. Who am I in these three faces? In these three ladies that you have here, three teachers? Am I the Mrs. Black? In other words, I'm in the dark. Am I the Mrs. White? I am not in the dark, but I'm not visible. There are people in that place. They are in the middle. How? They have all the channels, but they are never consistent, never visible. They never put that their authentic touch. They are on Twitter. They only read what people tweet. They never tweet. They are on Instagram. They only follow. They only feed themselves. They don't feed other people. The reason why Instagram, Meta call those things feed, Facebook feed, Instagram feed, is because as you are feeding, as people are feeding you, you must also be feeding people. Oh, yes. Somebody say, God, please bring me out. It's not God, though. It's your design and your shaping that will bring you out. You must leave Mrs. Black and Mrs. White. Go to Mrs. Color. Do you notice that Mrs. Color perfectly, even though they are the same pictures, but the color changed them. The black looked like just a small design. The white looks like, I don't know what I can call, but this one has the perfect. That's what visibility will do. There's a guy that wrote a book, Seth Godin, wrote a book called Purple Cow. And he said, how do you feel when you are traveling and you see herds of cow and one of them is purple? That's what we call the concept of branding. That's what we call branding. Hey, this is where I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. If you have any question, Mrs. Barb, are they permitted to ask question?
Yes, sir, they are. However, we'll address all the questions later.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, teachers branding mistakes. Number one, see, if you want to improve your brand, don't make these mistakes. Number one, waiting to become experts. Hey, actually, it's because my phone is Android phone. I'm still putting money together to buy iPhone. It's because I don't like facing camera. I'm a very shy person. Waiting to become experts. It's a major mistake that a lot of teachers make. Let me make you understand. You will never take your step when we become experts. There is something called the course of expertise. The course, I said CURSE. It is called the course of expertise. You really find experts doing the most in any industry. You really find them. The people that do the most are the people that knows that, because, I did not have first class in school. I'm not the best teacher. I'm not, I didn't have Montessori education. I did not have this one. So, you know what? If this media will put me out, I think that's the only thing. Those are the people that you see. And you know what? Perception is what determines expertise now. It is not qualification. You can write it down. Perception determines expertise now, not qualification. So to wait to become an expert, no. When your perception is high, then match your expertise to the level. Match it. Because let's even say it, your expertise is built through practice. If you don't have people demanding for what you can do, how do you become experts? So don't wait till you become an expert, please. Perception determines your expertise, not qualification. Number two, the second mistake that a lot of people make is posting only activities instead of insights. You like posting, yes, but the only thing you post, activity. Oh, I'm going to this one. Join me as I go to this place. We are now in church now. This was activities. I like it. It is part of the things that spice your, your perception game. Oh yes. If you go through my Instagram page or my Facebook or my TikTok, you are possibly going to see my wife and my children along the line, so that when I call price for you, you will say, you can see where the money is going. You see that I have children. I have, you see, it shapes the perception, everything, and it's so intentional, highly intentional. No, you will not find me doing my eyes anyhow. My wife will not do her face anyhow. Please do the makeup, look beautiful, look well, so that they know that it's money that keeps things. And a lot of people, I go for trainings, and a lot of people say, oh my God, your wife is so beautiful. I say, yes. So that when you want to pay me, you will know. You will know where my money is going. You will know. That's just by the way. I'm just telling you that don't post activities alone. Share insights. You are in education. Share insights. If you are a mathematics teacher, share insights. Please,
Coach,
I
I sent
beg
you a
you.
message, sir.
Oh, sorry, this passion takes me, and I don't know. Okay, Mrs. Bab, I've not seen your message, oh. As I'm going, let me just go on. Okay. So posting only activities instead of insight. The third mistake, I know my time is up, but this is the last thing that I'm going to say before I wrap it up. Copying everyone and not being authentic. Copying everyone and not being authentic. Please, I want to beg everybody, in the bit of shaping your perception, please don't lose your authenticity. Don't lose your authenticity. Learn from people's posts, learn from what people are doing, but please ensure that you have your own signature. One of the things that is very, 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 very fearful about this media presence and media is the fact that people can see through you even when you are speaking online. People can see through you if you are fake or if you're authentic. Please understand this and know this well. All right, I hope with this viewpoint of mine, I have been able to convince you and not to confuse you that you must build your brand as an educator. That's where you need to start from. Take it very serious. I followed all the comments, and I want to appreciate everybody for actually dropping the comments here. I followed all the comments. Yes, I followed it all. And that was very amazing. Amazing, amazing. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, ma'am.
Wow. Let the accolades pour in, please. I told you I was going to set the whole place on fire. I hope the place has not burnt down already. Somebody call 911, please. Thank you so much, Coach Wale. I mean, that was very, very insightful. I found myself screaming a couple of times. There's even no how you listen to Coach Wale and you won't catch yourself screaming. I mean, competence hidden is often ignored. I remember Coach Ale is always on my case. So that means the temptation is common to all. However, you need to be out there. Tell somebody to get yourself out there. Put yourself out there. There's no such thing as I am a conservative person. All right, Mr. Farouk, please over to you. 5 minutes before Mr. George comes up. Mr. George he's warmed up, he's ready to take us on a flight. So please, Mr. Farouk. 5 minutes, please. Thank you.
Um, great, great. Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Please let me know if you can see me or see my screen.
None of the above.
None of the above. Okay.
Your video is
Okay.
off, by the way.
Oh,
Video is
can
on
you
now.
see me now? Okay, great. How are we doing, everybody? How is the long weekend going? We've started it. Happy Democracy Day, everybody. People that like Nigeria and people that don't really like Nigeria at the same time. We will take you together. We'll take it together. Um, right. So I'm gonna talk a bit and share a bit about what we do at Lena. So what we do is we turn curriculum aligned content into games for kids in primary school. So we don't just turn normal subjects like normal what are you doing or assessments that are being sent to the kids. We turn it into games. That way, your questions get marked automatically, and the kids just get to play games. Just like when we were small, when I was small, they would give amala, right? They would put drug inside amala and then put it inside the stew or inside a bar, and then feed the child, right? So that way, the child did not know that, oh, I'm using drug, but he's still eating. So someone just called Mr. FK. Okay, yeah, great. So right now. At Lena, we have about, sorry, my screen is coming up. We have about over 100 learners using us, 100 teachers rather, using us to give their kids assessment and help them improve their grades. Please let me know if anyone can hear me, just in case.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, beautiful. Right. So, I want to know if anyone has had any situation to be able to get the kids to actually do the assignments. Anyone in the chat while I load up my screen? Um, yes, okay. Right. So how did that go? Okay, so my question is, you give children assignments, right? In schools, in the classes, how many percentage of them actually do those assignments without having to say force them to do it and thereby force learn? Um, for some reason, my screen is not coming up. Sorry, for some reason my screen is not coming up for some reason. I'm trying to get it. It's no. Okay, you know what? I think I'm just going to do this. To be taking you. Hello, I'm Farouk, and I'm going to be taking you. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to share. Oh, almost all of them. Okay. My school has a must-do assignment policy, so average 8/10 ratio. But that is, in a way, making sure, forcing them that they actually do it. So the way we've noticed that kids actually learn, and thanks to Miss Babs for showing us the lights, is by getting them to be actually interested in what they are doing. So not just having say, okay, if you don't do this assignment, I'll beat you. Although that works sometimes, they beat me to do my assignments too, right? So that's the way we do it is by allowing them have, excuse me, allowing them play, have fun while learning. So that way it gets to stick in their brain as they're answering the questions going forward. Because now they don't remember, I mean, they now remember rather that, oh, when I was playing this was the question that popped up and this was how I solved it. Now that is how we are able to drive up their grades from grade B to A, from C to A, and then in some cases from D to A. Now that is the way
That is what branding is. Students learn from top experts anywhere in the world. There is also customized learning. Customized learning pays for learners. And that is it. These are some of, you can check out Google, you can Google some of these websites, you can Google some of these joint companies. Just go to Instagram and put online. You see a lot of them. You see a lot of all of these online companies. You see a lot of all these online companies. You see them there. There are so many of them. So many of them. There are some that are even coded, silent, that you don't, and they are paying well. They are paying teachers well. They are paying teachers well. Okay? So here, what are some of the challenges? Internet connectivity. You see internet connectivity, there's an internet connectivity gap. If your network, you just have to get it right with your network. You have to get it right with your network. In fact, if parents begin to complain about your network, they can pull away their children. They can take them elsewhere. Internet connectivity, you have to get it right. You have to get it right. Get a good bandwidth. Get router. Router gives you good bandwidth, more or less like when you use hotspots. Time coordination, the time difference, they are not the same. They're not the same. They're not the same. People that are sitting in the classroom, I don't see any reason why you should be teaching Canadian children. Children in Canada, they don't begin their classes maybe till 11, maybe till 12 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock. If you're still in the classroom, why jumping on midnight classes when you know that you still have to go back to work the following day? Time zone coordination, they are not the same. It can be 5 o'clock in the US and then it is 12 o'clock in Nigerian time. And you have to be awake. You have to deprive yourself of sleep. If you love sleep very well, if you are somebody where 8 o'clock like this, you can we have people like that. 8 o'clock, they've gone to bed. You can't do night classes. Better still, just stay with UK children. Time zone coordination. These are some of the challenges that we face. Cultural sensitivity and communication style. Sometimes children may not hear you properly because of accents. You see parents, they are so much concerned about accent. You see parents, they are like, oh, who are we bringing in? Who are you bringing this and that? So cultural sensitivity and communication style, that's another challenge that we face. Maintaining engagement in virtual environments. How you engage, how are you engaging? Two things I always look after when I do recruitment for teachers, for those who want to teach online. There are two things I'm always looking after. Number one is the skill of engagement. And then number two is the use of virtual whiteboards. Just like how you have whiteboards in the classroom, just like how when they tell you, if you go to the physical classroom and they ask you you apply for the post of a teacher, and then the next thing they do interview for you, they tell you to do micro teaching. They give you a marker, you're going to write on the board. They give you a marker, you write on the board, you write. So online tutoring too as well, the skill of engagement, and then the use of virtual whiteboards. Those are the two things I actually love to check. There's no way you will not share screen. There's no way you would not. There's no way you will not engage. There's no way you will not ask questions. You can't be. There's no way you will not ask questions. And so it's a challenge sometimes. You find out that some teachers just teach all the whole 1 hour without even engaging. So you have to maintain engagement in virtual environments. Classes have to be okay, have to be good. Sometimes some of those parents, they are there in the background, they are listening. The return on investment. You begin to check your return on investment. If you do it well, you will see return on investment goes. In fact, you triple it. You triple your earning, you double your earning. And then if parents begin to complain about you, you see how your earnings, you see how your ROI, you see how it begins to come down drastically. And you just have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. What are the key sources? Strong online presence. You have to have a strong online presence. Branding is very important, just like I told you. Strong online presence. Are you on LinkedIn? Some teachers are not even on LinkedIn. Do you have LinkedIn? Do you have Instagram? Do you have, what's your presence? What are you creating in your niche, in your area? What are you doing? How are you maintaining online presence? Basic tech skills, because you're going to use in video conferencing apps, Zoom, Google Meet, you need to be familiar with them. What are you doing? How are you, how equipped are you in those two regards? When an interview is done for you, they'll ask you to share your screen, and then you teach. Maybe you want to use Zoom to teach, or maybe you want to use Google Meet to teach. You teach. So, what's basic tech skills? A video conferencing app. Which video conferencing app are you familiar with? The development of interactive and rich content. Like I said, how are you structuring your classes? How are you structuring your lessons in such a way that it is personalized and in such a way that clients are getting value for their money? What are you doing with that? In terms of good communication skill, how have you been able to communicate with your parents? How have you been able to communicate with the client? How have you been able to communicate with the management team of the brands that you are working for? You know that you have a class by 5 o'clock. You know that you have a class by 5 o'clock, and then you are stuck in traffic, maybe 15 minutes before or 20 minutes before. You don't just you send a message. You reschedule, you send a message. You don't just abscond. And then parents is calling you, people from the admin team, they are also calling you to come and that a child is waiting for you. No. If you are good in the classroom, if you exhibit all of these positive traits as a teacher when you are in the physical classroom, it will tell on you when you teach online. If you come late, you will come late to class. If you are the type that's very habitual latecomer, you will come late to class. That's just it. That's just it. So, good communication skill. What are you doing in terms of that? And then, how do you make money as an online tutor? And I do say this. There are two ways through which you can make money as an online tutor. The first one is to work for somebody, and then the second one is to be your own boss. Now, I'm really going to talk a little bit, because of my time, on how you can make money as an online tutor. If you work for somebody, what are some of those things that what are some of those things that entail? What do you do? What is expected of you when you work for someone? And the truth is, you can work for 2, 3, 4 brands. You can imagine if you are getting 50,000 from about 4 brands. Do the math, 50 times 4, that's 200,000 naira. Do the math, that's 200,000 naira, which is still something. So, what are those things that are expected of you if you work for somebody? You have to provide high quality instruction. High quality instruction. Your classes have to be of quality. Sometimes when parents ask for trial classes, you have to deliver, because you have to get their attention. You have to deliver in such a way that they know that, oh, this is the person that we want to go for, the person that we like. This is the person that so you have to provide high quality instruction. You need to provide high quality instruction. You have to ensure a suitable background noise level. You don't have to be in a background where that is noisy. If you're in a background that is noisy, go and get headsets. Get headsets. You have to familiarize yourself with the do's and don'ts, the rules and regulations, payment structure, tutoring rates, policies. Before you even say I do, how much are they paying? Have you made findings about such brands? Are they brands that are owing? Are they brands that pay late? Are they brands that you have to find out? How much are you giving me for this tax, for this job? Agree before you jump on anything. So find out, what do they do here? Some tutoring companies don't share their clients' phone numbers. So, and if you go against that by demanding for phone numbers from the client, you've gone against their policy, and you can face the consequence. You can be queried for that. So you find out, what does their policy say? In terms of teacher to parent relationship, what the policy states, you find out. So what policy? So you find out what their policy states. What's their tutoring rate? What's their payment structure? What do we do here? Okay, this is what we do. This is what we do here. This is what we do here. This is what we don't do here. We don't do this here. We don't. You have to find out. Attend classes consistently and punctually. You have to be punctual. You have to be punctual to class. You have to attend classes. You have to be there on time. On no account should a child be waiting for you. On no account should we be sending you messages. You will be looking after you that, oh, this person has not attended class. This person has not done this. You have to be consistent. Consistency is our watchword. In this space, you have to be consistent. Upholding professionalism at all times. You have to be professional. Keeping parents informed. This is what the child has done today. This is what the child has done today. This one. This is what the child has done here. This is what the child has done. You have to, oh, excuse me, ma, I discovered that this child is not learning this. This child has not submitted assignments. This child has not done this. You have to keep them informed. You report back to your supervisor. You report back to your tutor manager. Exhibit loyalty, integrity, and avoid taking shortcuts. On no account should we find you in such a way where you are stealing clients. We shouldn't be finding you in all of those things. On no account should we be finding you stealing clients. On no account should we be finding you making arrangements, making another arrangements with clients. So submit report and assessment on time. Very important that you have to submit reports and assessments on time. Very, very important. Very, very important. And so if you are working for someone, you don't think the ball game is not on you on how to look for clients. They definitely, if you are delivering, brands will always come and they will always come to your doorstep. I could remember back then when I was still working for brands, they will always come to give you booking. Oh, this child, this particular child, are you available for this child? They will always come. If they know you as an excellent teacher, they know you as someone who consistently delivers, they will definitely. So you can imagine if you are earning about 200 or 300,000 or 400,000 from the 5 brands that you are working for. That's money. That's something. That is something. So you have to also submit reports and assessments on time. You have to give monthly reports, give monthly feedbacks, monthly reports. All of these things are what you need to do when you work for somebody. Remember, I said that. How do you make money online? First, you work for someone. Pitch yourself to brands. Apply to brands. Go to Instagram, just type online tutoring company, or go to Google, type online tutoring company. You will see a lot of them. Apply, pitch yourself. Let them know what you do. It's just that when some of you reach out, you have a page, you've not even done anything, and then you are asking, are you an online tutor? But I can't see anything on your page. I can't see anything that talks about you. And that is where branding comes in. So you have to put yourself out there. And these are ways through which you can make money. You work for somebody, and when you work for somebody, all of these things are what you need to do. All of this are what you need to do in such a way that brands will begin to reckon with you. And then when they reckon with you, when they know that this person, oh, this person is this person, definitely we work on it. We thrive on referrals. They begin to refer you, this one, that one, this, that. I'm almost rounding up. And then the next one we have under here are to become your own boss. You become your own boss. How do you make money? You become your own boss. This is where the work is. Now, you are not a teacher of a particular brand now. You are now the lead tutor, or you are now the founder, or you are now the CEO. This is where the work comes in. You have to do a lot of work. You have to do a lot of work in terms of getting clients. You have to do a lot of work. You have to own the platform. In terms of becoming your own boss, you have to put in the work. You put in the work. I've always admitted, if I don't work, I don't eat. If I don't do the work, if I don't hustle, I won't eat. So on the platform, become your own boss. You have to put in the work. How do you become your own boss? You find a niche. What niche? You know, when we talk about niche, what scope, what line of service do you want to render? Some of you are everywhere. You are doing early years. You are doing primary. You are doing secondary. You are doing A levels. You are doing GCSE. You have to have a niche for yourself. You have to get a niche, carve a niche for yourself. If you want to start with early years first, start with it, and then as time goes on, as you begin to learn on the work, you learn on the job. As time goes on, you begin to gather the experiences in how to experience in terms of dealing with teachers, experiences in terms of dealing with clients, and then little by little, you now begin to branch into other field, into other scope, into other areas, into other aspects. But of course, you have to find a niche. You brand yourself as the boss of the niche. You have to see yourself as the boss of the niche. You have to see yourself as the expert. You have to see yourself as the boss of the niche. Be a jack of all trade, master of all. Be a jack of all trade, master of all. I could remember back then when I started, what are the things to set up? These are the things to set up. A professional social media page. A professional social media page. You have to get a professional social media page. There's no business owner that does not have a professional social media page, that does not have a business page. So you set up a professional social media page. You use paid platforms if you can afford it. If you can afford Google Meet, use it. If you can afford Zoom, use it. Use paid platform if you can afford it. Get a simple website and professional email address. Google Workspace is there now for you to just get. You can even do a website. You can create a website of your brand for as low as 150,000, as low as 200,000 naira. Recruit good teachers. Those are the ones that would fuel the vision for you. Those are the ones that will, you have to recruit good teachers as team members. And that's the truth. You recruit teachers as team members. You fix a worthy price. In terms of pricing, you have to look at your price models. Very important that you look at your pricing. If your brand is charging 50,000, it may not work for you. So just sit down, take a look at your price models, and then see what works for you. You determine the ratio. Of course, teacher gets the higher percentage. their companies, they have bills too. They have admin workers to pay for. Some even have physical office. So they have to pay rent. They have to do this. They have to do that. And for brands, some pay 6,000, some pay 7,000, some pay 8,000. If he pays you, accept the offer. If he doesn't pay you, you neglect and you reject it. So some brands pay 2,500, some pay 3,000, some pay 4,000, some pay 5,000, and then some pay 15, some pay 20. I know of a few ones that pay 20, that pay 25 per hour, 25,000 naira per hour. So it depends. It depends. So I'm not going to. It depends. It depends if it works for you. If it pays you after they've given you what they pay, they'll definitely, all brands will always tell you in the offer letter, okay, this is what we are going to be paying you. This is this. This is that. So if you are willing to accept the offer, fine and okay. If it doesn't pay you, and then you reject, you move elsewhere. As simple as that.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. George. Can we celebrate Mr. George and Coach Wale? I can see Coach Wale is still on the call. Thank you so much, Coach Wale. Thank you so much, Mr. It's been a very, very insightful and a full evening. Now I'm going to bring back Mr. Farouk to onboard us, talk about the ambassadorial deal for Lena. I mean, that one is juicy. You just stay at home and be any money. You just work, you work small, but after that, you just cashing out. So let me bring Mr. Farouk to come tell us about Lena and how to onboard. Lena gives me joy. Yeah, I love Lena. So please, Mr. Farouk has issues with his PC at the moment. Interesting. Danny, are you available? So please stay in touch with us. The next training we're going to have is going to be quite practical. We're going to be talking about tools to use in teaching. I am interested in teaching the early years tutors how to establish a Montessori approach online. It's beautiful. You are going to love it. You're going to literally bring your Montessori skills in an online setting, and I can assure you it works and it happens. You can teach children to write. Whoever has told you children cannot learn to write online has deceived you. They can learn to write online. They can trace. Your sand tray effect, you can have it online as well. So it's going to be beautiful. Mr. Farouk, are we good now? Okay, somebody is asking Mr. George about his backdrop. You like it, you want to learn. He has told you your favorite tutor is YouTube. Go on YouTube, how to design beautiful backdrops for Zoom call. The truth is, there won't be a time when somebody will be able to teach you everything you really need to learn. Your YouTube will be your best teacher, be your best tutor. So once you see it, go and learn it. AI can also teach you as well. You can post it, take a photo, post it on either Cloud or ChatGPT and ask, how do I create this? In case you are in a class and your laptop goes off, can I join back with my phone? Mr. George, I think this question goes.
Yeah, what's the person saying?
In case the person is in a class, the laptop goes off, can person join back with his or her phone? Is it professional?
That's still part of the professionalism that we are talking about. That's unprofessional. Yeah, if it is something that you use, you know that this thing, you get your daily bread from it. Of course, I feel that all of those things are part of what you should have taken care of. So if you can find a way around it, better still, you can get a tab. Even I know some brands that don't even accept you using tab, but I feel that tab is still okay, rather than you making use of phone. But of course, if you find yourself in that moment at that particular time, yeah, it's something that is okay. I can allow that for just that day. But if it repeats itself again, then that is a part of you being non-professional that we are talking about, and then you may be queried for that.
right, thank you very much, sir. I mean, just to add to that, it is part of the preparation that you have to make. You have to ensure that you are able to have your class consistently without anything happening, meaning that you have backup power supply. As you are starting the business in that sense, power supply is also something that you have to plan for. So you need, in your charge, you must ensure that you are able to afford consistent power supply. If you get what I mean. Okay, I think that's the last question. Now, if you want to onboard Lena, you just need to go to uselena.com. Uselena.com. That's the website to go to. Farouk, please help me drop it in the chat. Uselena.com. So there's a part where you can register as a teacher. That's where you register. So you can register as a school, you can register as a teacher. Now, the part that I was talking about making money is that the ambassadorial deal. Yes. So the ambassadorial deal, what it involves is that you can get your school or a school that you know to onboard learner. Okay, Farouk is back. So onboard learner for their pupils, their students. It's for elementary school, by the way. So you can get them to onboard their pupils on learner, and then there's a certain percentage that goes to you. Okay, Farouk, your co-host. Sorry about the hitches, please. Mr. Farouk's device is acting up. It's giving him attitude. All right, you're live, Farouk.
Okay, great. Sorry for that, good evening, everyone. So to onboard, right, it's like she mentioned, it's uselana.com. You will see what it looks like and how it is. And so for the way you can make money by using Lena is by referring to your schools that you teach at, or say, for example, you want to onboard some sort of learners that you already have as a lesson teacher or as a school teacher, right? You can go log in and also use it to improve your student grades. Now, there are two ways. Number one is by improving the student grades that you have now. So that way, more people will say, okay, how did you help my child? This is what I used. So that is one way of how you can help increase value for yourself and then for the kids that use Lena as well. And then the other one is by referring to your schools, that the schools that you teach in. Because right now we have an experience for teachers, right? So just only teachers. Say, for example, you're a lesson teacher, you teach online, that one works. And then we also have the holistic one, whereby in your schools you can have the offline side of things where you don't have to connect to internet to be able to, for the kids to be able to access learner in the school. You can do so many other good things like the offline CBT, the games, and there's also like in-house leaderboard as well. So that we can see how the kids across the classes and their levels are comparing to each other, and they can use as bragging rights. Now, for that, if you're able to get a successful integration with the school, from your school, you get a certain percentage. We give out 10% for anyone that is able to refer the schools, right? So once you are able to get it, and that has gone up to 6 figures, even 7 figures in a case, right? That's a very special case. But yes, in a very special case, we've had a teacher that got 7 figures from just integrating us in their school and making us come to the school and on board. So that is what we do, and that is how we do it. I don't know if I was able to properly articulate that. Ms. Babs, can anyone hear me? I think I was just talking for a while.
Hey, yes, you did. Typical tech man behavior. We heard you and we understood exactly what you said. So if you are ready to join us in this what do I call it now? So join us to Cell Lena, let me just put it that way. Please signify. Okay, someone says, please, are platforms where you onboard only just to solve questions? I know of Latin Higher, then they stopped taking Nigerians. Okay, please, I'm not sure what exactly you're talking about. Can you please recoin that question? Is it as regards learner or online teaching? Please kindly help us recoin. So yes, I think that was properly articulated. Please, can you signify if you'd be interested in taking up this task? I mean, you can. I know of teachers, like he said, who are making good money, yes, by referring learner. And learner is easy to refer because it solves a lot of problems. You know, weekly tests can be done on learner. Assessment can be done on learner, and then it's gamified. You know, homework even can be done on learner. So if you'd be interested in joining us, please signify by a raise of Zoom hand. Just raise your Zoom hand. Okay. Thank you. Teacher Chibuzo is interested. All right. Thank you very much, Teacher Chibuzo. So I'm just going to drop Mr. Farouk, please drop a contact. So they just chat up. They will chat up that contact at the end of this call, and then we can let you know how to go about it. Quite a number of persons have raised their hand, so you can just, yes, please chat this number on WhatsApp, and we can go ahead. We have some trivias, and we have gifts. We have gifts. I almost forgot about it. Oh, okay. The first question I'm going to ask you is this. Let's see if we've been paying attention. I'm sorry, my device, for one reason or the other, has decided not to pay attention to me. Danny, please, can you help me type the question? Danny, are you here? All right, so the first question I'm going to ask you is that what are some things that Mrs. Idonte failed to do? Can you mention some of the things that Mrs. Idonte failed to do? Very quick, the first person to answer the questions in the chat box gets the prize. Some things, not one thing. So if you are listing, I believe you should mention more than one. Nobody has answered my question correctly. We are teachers. Some things, not something. Thank you. Miss Mike Samuel Ella said she failed to have an online presence. She failed to have a brand of her own. She wasn't a talking teacher. Mike Samuel Ella has it. Thank you very much. The next question I'm going to ask you is this. What did Mrs. JJC do to get ahead? Quickly, fastest finger. What did Mrs. JJC do to get ahead? She has Pelumi Ortega has it. She has an online presence. She documented her wins. Thank you very much. Now, let me ask you a question from what Mr. George taught us. Mention 3 things that are non-negotiable as an online tutor. 3 things that are non-negotiable, must haves, must do that are non-negotiable as an online tutor? Again, fastest finger. Mr. Danny, please help me note the winners and give them their prizes. Okay, good. Good network professionalism. That's Oluwatoyin Odejide. Oluwatoyin Odejide has it. Oluwatoyin Odejide has it. Now, when Mr. George was talking about pricing, he said something that was important. Please, winners, drop your numbers. If you want anything, please drop your numbers. I want to believe that we are going to be sincere. So if you did not win, please don't send your number. Okay. Yes, when Mr. George was talking about pricing, he said something. So what is the principle to apply when you are pricing as an online tutor? Elizabeth Aderemi said, do what works for you. Thank you very much. Simply put, do what works for you. There is no fast rule. There is no hard rule. There is no one cap fits all. You know, do what works for you. However, don't be ridiculous. Take your present reality into consideration. That was very important. All right, thank you, everybody. I hope you've all dropped your numbers and you've told us the network that you use. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I hope it has been a wonderful time. Can you share in the chat box what you are going to begin to implement? Because I'm not one giving to just talk, and no action. What are you going to begin to do going forward? What is the different thing you've learned? And what are you going to begin to do? And please, I want us to sincerely help me appreciate my I don't know what to call Mr. George now. I'm just trying to befriend. He's not my friend yet, but I have my way of befriending people. Help me thank Mr. George, my oga at the top, the ballet of online teachers. I wanted to call him Olori Ebi, but I know that there's somebody already called Olori Ebi, so let's leave Olori Ebi and then let's just appreciate that the ballet position. So one day we'll have coronation for him and give him his crown and flowers. But now women they collect flowers. So please help me celebrate Mr. George for joining us. It's been an insightful evening, I must say. Even me, I learned a lot from him. And I also want us to help me celebrate my big brother, Coach Wale. Coach Wale, if I say Coach Wale, I'm going to collect an elephant tusk from one village in Akwa Ibom, and I need you to come with me. Coach Wale will follow me. Coach Wale will follow me. Coach Wale believes in me. He believes in whatever it is that I put my hands to do. He's been a huge support. I mean, he's a friend of my family, and I mean, I'm a friend of his family. He's been an amazing coach and an Egbo. Please help me celebrate him. Now, help me celebrate Mr. Farouk and Mr. Danny. These beautiful young men put Lena together. I mean, they looked at tutors, teachers, and they decided that, okay, what can we do to better these people's lives? Mr. Farouk's mom was a teacher, by the way. I'm not sure if she's still teaching. And he knew what her eyes saw, trying to assess children, trying to ensure that life was better for children. And then he solved some of the problems that he has seen his mom face. So I want us to celebrate them. Let's appreciate them. Now, let us appreciate ourselves. You came for a meeting since 5 and you are still here. Collect your flowers. You deserve it. Swale for you. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. On Lena, please, I want to ask if it's okay to join as a teacher in one device and a parent, or why not if not? It's very okay, please. Very, very okay. Oh, somebody said thank you so much, Mrs. Babs, too, for putting. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. It's been nice Democracy Day. I woke up this morning not feeling Democracy Day. I feel like what's great about the day. Why should we be celebrating? But then this has given me joy. Thank you so much, everybody. I want to believe we are in our community because there will definitely be a next one. And I'm bringing an exceptional tutor, Teacher Stay. Let me just tell you guys now. She is, oh my God, by the time she opens up all the tools, you'll be amazed, So start preparing. I won't tell you when it will be, but it will be very soon. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Please, if you want to join us in the Lena ambassadorial deal, please chat the number and let us onboard you. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Please feel free to communicate with people in the chat room. Don't leave immediately. Get people's contact. Say hi. You can engage, please. And we'll try to send the recordings to you. As many people who registered, will send the recording to us. Where is the number to chat? Is there? Oh, is there? They repeated that number again and again and again. Just look at the chat. It's there.
Recording stopped.
All right, I believe I can end the call now. Good night, everybody. All right, the link to the community is there, so you can feel free to join the community. The links. Now we can see the people that didn't register for this webinar. Yay! We know the people who didn't register, because if you registered, you would have joined the community. So if you are just asking to join the community, we know you will see you already. All the people that get crashed.